Hello everyone, tonight we're going to be doing Lego Brawls, which is a game that I literally found out is a thing, like, I think yesterday? Because I use Opera GX as my main web browser, so sometimes I'll just look at the built-in, like, release calendar they've got on there, and as a longtime Lego fan, and Lego Brawls naturally caught my attention. And since, like not only is it a Lego game, but it's a Lego game that's not just an adaptation of an existing franchise. I'm looking at you, Lego Star Wars. Like they're actually using some of their like original IPs in this game. Like I remember being real big into like Ninjago back in the day, and they've actually got it in the game. Let me just get that. I haven't set up a capture just yet, so I'll have to get that set up once I switch over to the scene for it. Alright, so we've currently only got, a demo released, since the full release is set for set for September 2nd, so depending on how much there is to the demo, this might just be a one-off stream until, well, or even a one-off, just part of a stream until, well, at least early September. But we shall see how much content there is to the demos. We've got Heroic Knight, Intergalactic Girl. I'm thinking Super Wrestler as our starting brawler. Really basic controls so far. Hold the compass to the control point. Yeah, apparently this is at least going to have a battle royale mode at some point, because of course. And it's F to attack. Oh, okay, these guys are on our side, so... We literally all just got frozen. Up to a great start. Oh, we won anyway. Guess this isn't the kind of game where you can lose in the tutorial. You got Super Wrestler, Strange Brawler, and Ridiculous Brawler. Oh, that's it? Wait, no. Maybe in summer 2022. add Lego Brawls to your wishlist now to receive a special edition video game champ minifig. Purchase a full version to experience everything Lego Brawls has to offer, including tons of levels, power-ups, minifigs, game modes, and more. But we're at 0% completion of the demo. Now we're getting into the customization aspect. Which also I think has potential to be the most interesting aspects of this whole thing. Just the fact that you can fully customize as your character. And at least some of that will actually like matter. So far it doesn't look like you've really unlocked much of interest. I mean, we can switch over to a sword. You got two different kinds of swords available. I think these are a set of powers we can switch. So we've got Fist Rocket, Hero's Chalice, Jetpack, and Quasar Zapper. Yeah. You might as well see. Choose your theme. As you probably will earn studs. Studs will unlock new items from your chosen theme until you complete the set. You can change themes at any time, so no pressure. So we've got Alien Conquest. It has Castle, Hidden Side, Jurassic World, Monkey Kid, Ninja Go, Ninja Go Prime, Ninja Go Seabound, Pirate, Space, Video, and Western. From what I understand, Video seems to, from what I'm saying, like, Video seems to be, like, their line appealing to kids that want to be YouTubers one day. It's like, what are they even gonna do with that? Yeah, I'm gonna go with that theme just for the sake of finding out what exactly they'll even have for like for a fighting game. Guess they've got, which honestly, like the minifigs I've seen from those lines, they look pretty neat. They like suddenly different. Right, so there's only one thing that we can possibly unlock, and it's this mermaid. Because we don't have the studs to actually do that yet. Was the demo actually online, or are we just gonna be paired against AI? Yeah, I think either it's online or it's got some kind of just like simulation as to what online will be like. Yeah. I think we're just against AI. Because they're the only one that had to. They're the only one that had to select to specify that I'm ready. And I got eliminated immediately, but apparently, like, I guess the default mode here is more akin to like Overwatch if it was a platformer. But it also seems very one-sided. It is, since whoever's controlling the point on this map that gets such a massive power boost just by controlling the point. Like, I'm literally just standing here in a big old mix. And I can just knock back like all of my opponents so fiercely that they don't really stand a chance. Nope. You're not even touching it. That was just ridiculously one-sided. Oh, I see it now. Selecting a theme is basically just a battle pass. There's also only 2 options. Hopefully at least my progress will carry over to the full version on release. Although, again, like, I'm not entirely sure if these are actual people or if it's just trying to simulate what online play will be like by paying me against AI. Alright, just gonna hop in the mech immediately and just start destroying everybody that touches not just a base. Is that person just clipping? I love how ridiculously one-sided all of the gameplay has been so far. Oh, I actually lost a mech. It's a beautiful brawler again. Just the completely different face. And I've been sent up into the air for some reason. Alright, I have reclaimed the mech. It would probably be a good idea if the game would actually explain to me how any of my powers work. Like, everybody else is able to do all these other things beyond just hopping into a mech that's just a part of the stage. Well, I now have the mermaid. So I'm at 9% demo completion. It says crossplay is enabled, so your games code would like to use your gameplay information to improve brawls. This information is anonymous and does not contain personal data. Is this okay? Yes, because like, I think once you see how many one-sided brawls I can manage in this particular game mode. So I'm gonna actually use the mermaid. I've got more options over here for some reason. But like, these aren't options I've unlocked. Keep rolling to unlock more champions. Oh, is the mermaid not like a dedicated champion? No, she's apparently got... Yeah, it's... Well, I guess she does some of her own stuff, but then the rest seems to just be what... Yeah, sure, I'll try playing as a mermaid. Granted, the biggest difference, I don't know how to use. It's interesting that everybody just seems to go for Ninja Go, granted, there's only two options, so and we've got John Hammond here. Yeah, that definitely seems like they might want to work on some stuff to keep it from just getting incredibly repetitive. But again, if I had some clue how how to use like special abilities. You know, if the demo had given me any guidance on that particular topic, then maybe it would be a little less of a grind. Yeah, so far, don't think the opposing team has even been able to. Oh, they were able to touch the point like very early on. Where even are they? They're just gone for some reason. Oh, one of them showed up at the very last minute. We've also unlocked this guitar. And every time it's gonna notify me, like, hey, you're playing a demo. Let's try this Jurassic World thing. This will also be a good experiment to see if it's AI or actual players, because you know, if the game has yet to select anything other than what I selected, so this is 15-point wins if the team expires to play here with the most points wins. I think this might be the Battle Royale mode that they were talking about. Oh, it can go down here. And that... Oh, there... Okay, so it's not quite a Battle Royale, well, at least not the traditional sense. It's usually in a Battle Royale, once you're out, you're out. think this is closer to like a death match. I'm just gonna... Okay, so it's not a complete blind spot for this dinosaur. Just punch it right in the dino tank. I think this person's got a healing ability. I definitely see why it's categorized as a platformer rather than specifically as a fighting game. I think it might actually be losing for once. This dinosaur seems to be winning. Apparently you can stun people by playing music. Well, at least it got third place. So at least it's still worth something. You have to get me the guitar. It's because you unlock the minifigure and then you start unlocking the stuff that's supposed to go with the minifigure. That's why she's got not the gloves. Now the question is, does the guitar do anything different? Or am I just gonna like wallop people with the guitar? Or instead of punching them now? Now that I found a game mode that presents somewhat of an actual challenge, I'm gonna go for that. Well, I get the feeling that perhaps whatever method you use to be able to play as that dinosaur might be basically this map's equivalent of playing as a mech in the Ninja Go one. Well, I mean... I figured some kind of ability. I appear to have some kind of like rush attack. Yeah, I'm just whacking people upside the head with my guitar. Wow, love that the dinosaur has just like the ability to swallow you whole instantly. Like totally fair and balanced in its abilities. He's here. Like, there's been absolutely no explanation as to how much of anything works beyond the basic controls. The guitar seems to have some pretty good knockback at least. I think after this one I might just switch back to the other game mode. At least I understand how you access the overpowered bullshit ability in that one. I will be back as I can to use something to drink. And I'm back and ready to continue this, I guess. Yeah, hopefully, you know, the full version won't be quite so grindy. Because, like, I get that it's, you know, at the very least an all-ages game intended to be accessible for children of any age. But, like, I feel like even kids are gonna get bored after a while if it's too much of just the same thing over and over. You know, this entire game mode is pretty much just get in the mech and then just destroy your opponents. Like they really need to reconsider the balancing on these like special like one per map abilities. Because like if all you do is just unlock this special ability, and then just basically you win. No real challenge to gaining access to said ability. You just have to be the one to get there first. Whereas I feel like it kinda can't risk losing something after a while. Okay, so I think it'll probably count as having completed the thing once the... Oh, is it? Interesting. It looks like... Okay, so either this is real people or the CPU is set up with enough sophistication to be able to decide, able to select a different thing than what I selected. Which, I mean, you know, when you think about the optimal way to really showcase it was intended to be a multiplayer experience would be to have multiplayer accessible in the demo. Love if I had some kind of healing ability. But again, I don't know how to use most of my abilities. I did something, I think. I guess I started doing a little dance. So either that was me getting caught up in somebody else's ability, or I managed to activate one of my abilities. And I'm not entirely sure which. I love, you know, the T-Rex is just so extremely overpowered. It's got seemingly the ability to just destroy many people in a single hit, even when they're at full health. Clearly now I need to take my revenge on John Hammond. and I have gotten my revenge on John Hamm. And on the guy that was controlling the T-Rex, for that matter. Hey, at least I'll be finishing and being in second place. And, you know, of course, the guy that was able to control the T-Rex won, because it's ridiculous. Because I think it'll probably count as me completing the demo. Once I have like a full like battle pass basically unlocked. Oh, this is just like taunt or maybe the thing that you do on the end screen. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Jurassic World because it seems like it's slightly less repetitive. You know, it is still, well, just a matter of it selecting a thing, and like getting control of a thing, and then just destroying everyone else. You know, maybe I should just focus on everybody except the dinosaur. I'll see where that strat gets me. I might just hide out in here. Okay, so nobody seems interested in coming to me, so apparently I can do some kind of like downwards attack at least. Again, would love to know how to do literally any of these abilities. Like, I have them. There's just no explanation given as to how they work. You would think, like, I'm not even sure how I managed to gain control of the dinosaur. But hey, I did it. I did the overpowered bullshit. Oh, and it can smash through the buildings. And there we go. I finally won this game mode because I gained the overpowered bullshit completely by accident. Now if I just play one more game, then I can become this cowboy man. I guess we're going to the Ninja Go mode again. Okay, that should make it easy to get those last few studs I need to unlock the cowboy. Gonna immediately go into the mech and just start tearing up the entire enemy team. They managed to capture the point briefly while my back was turned. Nope. They're not touching this. Either we're against AI or it's real players, or the AI just has a concept of choosing things for itself. Let's see. Is there any... Here we go. controls, right, jump, dash attack, ground attack, and it's got controller support. Hit builder blocks to collect power-ups. You can carry up to 2 power-ups. Build a power-up to use it. Each is a unique ability. You can customize which power-ups you build. Each level also had this unique power-up to use. But how do I build? And I have to replace the mermaid with the cowboy in order to place the cowboy. Because I only have... Oh wait, no, I think... Nope, I only have 2 slots. I guess now I have an explanation as to what all of those cube things are for. But it's not told me how to build. Because like supposedly they can build things. But I would have to figure out how to go about doing that. How? How did I gain control of the dinosaur from way over there? Guess proximity to this area of the map means absolutely nothing. And I'm just gonna steamroll everybody now. Because I get to play as the ridiculously overpowered dinosaur. I think I'm just about one done already. Yep, 15. Just gain control of the dinosaur of nowhere. And nobody else stood a chance. Now I've unlocked this rabbit. I just think I was gonna try and figure out how my special abilities work. But it just gave me... It just, gave me the dinosaur, so... didn't really need to rely on my actual character's abilities at all. Maybe something that you find somewhere on the map. I love losing to abilities that other people can use, but I can't for some reason. Because the game never taught me how. So cool losing to abilities I don't know how to use. Honestly, I think that's the biggest evidence of this being just me versus AI. Since literally everyone else seems to know how to use special abilities except me. And so for it to just be that I missed something, that means that it's somehow like a personal failing. I'm just a pizza now for some reason. And I lost. Didn't even make it to the top 3 that time. Does it just happen automatically after a certain point or something? Because most of the special abilities I've unlocked have happened completely accidentally. But cool, I'm starting out like in the middle of the map. Actually, at no point have I... Like, I think the indicators are supposed to, like, light up at some point to indicate that I'm able to use an ability. But I've yet to see that happen. Love if the game gave literally any explanation as to how to do all this cool stuff everybody else is doing. But instead, I'm just getting pulped by it instead. Since it's just a demo, I'm pretty sure you can't even like leave a Steam review yet because it's not the full release, so well, love how that person just spontaneously at full health. Just out of nowhere. Did they really? You can really make your minifigure floss, huh? I wonder how do I unlock that? Like how? Okay, I just have to. Ah yes, Trinity Dance. Because you know they probably don't have the rights to call it floss. So it's Trinity Dance instead. Glad I picked the... Glad I picked the one that right away lets me unlock the ability to floss. Like the ability to play as a flossing cowboy is totally what I need. I'm gonna... Granted, it's already set to Jurassic World, so... Can you just unlock like a particular power up? But I also have no clue how the power-up system works at all. The game was supposed to explain it to me, but it basically didn't. Like, it'd also be great if it would explain how some of these power-ups I keep unlocking randomly, they work. Because like it gives no explanation as to how this like pizza mode works. And honestly, I feel like they missed an opportunity by not having pizza mode play the Mama Papa Briccolini song from Lego Island. You know, who knows? It's a rather old game, and at least some of the tracks were recorded by third parties, so maybe they somehow lost the rights to that song. I think at some point over the years. Love that I can fight so hard and then lose because my opponent was able to just heal themselves, else and I can't. Also, I might call it a little bit early tonight. If I do, I'll do new CK3 like tomorrow night or Monday. Yeah, no shit, the mic can be a heavy hitting tool for holding the control point. That's what I've been doing this entire time. Just every time I go on this map, I just immediately gain control of the mech and then just stomp all of my opponents. At least to the extent that they actually even show up. Because like there we go. Now I've got some people to actually fight. I just hope maybe it'll be a little less repetitive from the full release. You know, this is just a demo. But this is an accurate depiction of what gameplay will be like. It's not great. Like, they at least need to improve the in-game information a little bit. You know, maybe actually include power-ups in the tutorial. At least I've unlocked the ability to do a Latin dance. Yeah, I might just grind this game mode until either we hit the end of the stream or I unlock the quote-unquote trendy dance. Which I think will reach the end of the stream first. Especially if I call it early. Yeah, work with your teammates to capture and control all the point. As if I need my teammates when I have the mech. Of course somebody managed to beat me to it. Well, at least now it's on our side. Even if I'm not the one in control. It's really, it means that most of the work is already done. I mean, that was pretty much just a matter of just keeping our opponents away from the point, so they can't even just score some meager amount. The points over the course of what's left of the game. I think I might just call it at 1 o'clock. This seems like it's not really gonna get all that much more interesting thing until the full release, and I'm just kind of tired. I mean, sure, you know, it would be unfair to expect like a very basic Lego game and have like huge amounts of depth. This is just kind of, honestly, it's kind of sad. And so much of the outcome of every match is entirely just dependent on who gets to a particular part of the map first. It looks like occasionally you can take out whoever's in control of the mech suit. But only once has anybody managed to do that to me, so... You know, it's a Lego game that's presumably, you know, designed for kids of all ages, so, you know, I'm not expecting it to be like the next great strategy game or anything, but some kind of like mechanical depth would be nice. Yeah, so at least keep things from getting repetitive, which you know, if I could just figure out how power-ups work, then watch it be the I can't even I mean, of course I can unlock the Trinity Dance. If other players have unlocked the Trinity Dance, then I can unlock the Trinity Dance before reaching 100% of the end of the demo. That definitely got some interesting characters. You know, maybe before I leave for the night, I should see what kind of messed up abomination I can make. With what I've collected so far. Seriously, somehow somebody took the mech when I was right there. like, you know, honestly, it kind of feels like it's trying to be like an extra kid-friendly Lego-themed version of certain other popular online games. But like, in making it accessible to children of all ages, it kind of loses what makes any of the games it's trying to mimic with its game modes interesting. You know, like things like the need for some amount of strategy. Beyond just get the big power up and then demolish your enemies. Hey, you know, maybe this is what that guy who wrote the article all meant when he said that, you know, Age of Empires felt hollow. Because at least there's layers of strategic depth. At least there were layers of strategic depth to keep his attention for a while. But this seems to just be the same thing over and over again. And leave the lobby. You can now be a furry, so that actually, you know, we have a couple dedicated furry options, so head selection is completely meaningless when we've got wolf head. Oh, but we can't have anything on our torso with the wolf head. Which I guess makes sense because that's the way the actual Lego parts work. Oh neat, it actually recognizes the skin tone of the wolf head. And so for any skin colored parts, it makes them gray. Yeah, we've got two tails now. We've got both a mermaid tail and a wolf tail. Yeah, we've got a pink power sword. Yeah, sure, whatever that is fine. You know, I've yet to actually use it, so... still registers as being Disc Cowboy because, as I guess, it doesn't change the name at all. Unless you change it manually. You get the feeling that probably I can, wonderful drummer, candy drummer, beautiful bunny, rhythmic beast works perfectly well. Yeah, I kind of expected that would be that kind of system for selecting names. Since, that way they don't have to worry about... the worst thing they have to worry about is, like, people figuring out how to make some kind of innuendo using the preset name components. But they don't have to enable any kind of actual text filtering to keep things family friendly. And kids aren't gonna catch on to some kind of like vulgar term somebody managed to make out of two otherwise perfectly innocent words. Might as well just focus on getting the mech. If I'm not playing as a mech, what is even the point? Somebody new is on the mech. Is it at least one of our people? Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna bully this bully Super Marauder to get revenge for taking the mech before I could get there. See some. It's not an innuendo, but certainly not something that Lego necessarily had in mind. Or maybe they did. Maybe they slipped the option to call yourself Boomer. And were very purposefully. Like, I seriously doubt they just didn't know. What kind of usage the term boomer has seen in recent years. Like, honestly, like, what other usage is there for it? Like, I guess maybe some kind of, like, slang term for Or for someone who works in demolition. You know, I'm gonna really need to go through the options for names. Exit the lobby. Rhythmic, sweet, amazing, awesome, hopping, rocking, fantastic, delicious. I think we can get something interesting going with delicious. Delicious animal, guitarist, brawler, bunny, werewolf, mermaid, dancer, cone. Cone? Drummer, beast. Superb, beautiful, cool, aerobic, unbelievable, candy, ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna go for rhythmic cone for the time being. I imagine perhaps, since some of those seem to be themed around particular characters I have unlocked, maybe as I unlock more characters, I'll gain more options. I wonder how tiebreakers work. Guess it just picks one at random or something. Yeah, at least this could be, you know, something to do when I have nothing better to be doing. You know, I can just, you know, if they don't add significantly more like deaths to the game, then I did a thing, and then I gained control of the dinosaurs, so I'm just gonna use that, I guess. Or not. Or I could just get demolished immediately. Okay, so it looks like it's R to build things? Yep. I finally learned how to build. Almost 2 hours in. And I finally know how to use power. At least somewhat. Oh, very cool. Love that. Love getting just unlocked. Okay, so I think pizza mode gives you an new invincibility. So yeah, there's no real point in trying to fight somebody who's in pizza mode. Do you have any options for dealing damage in pizza mode? Or are you just sort of in pizza mode? Like maybe it's just a fully defensive mode. I love how that guy was able to eliminate me from all the way over there. Hey, at least they got third place. I think I need to unlock another like character to unlock more name options. So maybe I'll just keep going until I unlock more name options then. It should be fairly soon since we're about to unlock another character. Seems like maybe it just defaults to whatever is towards the top of the list. Yeah, this one there's a tie. Either that or, you know, it's 50-50 chance and we just got a particular end of the 50-50 both times. But at least I know... At least I know that either E or R for her to use power-ups. Yep, it's R. Would have loved for any of that to have been explained to me by the game, rather than having me just sort of figure that out myself. Now if I can... Okay, this should add a bit more strategic depth as well. Since there's like more things I can do than just simply attacking. Love that. Love getting demolished right as I went to use a power-up. Yeah, honestly, the game has become a lot more interesting now that I understand what's going on a bit more. Yeah, if I just had access to some of these more ridiculous power-ups, then everything would be even better. Just gonna sword the dino tank real quick. Always magnificent unicorn, isn't it? Always. Got a little bit more to go. So before I get another character and those more name options. And of course, I've been outvoted, and now we're definitely going into Jurassic World mode. Gonna, at least I managed to throw like sparkly thing at the dinosaur. Managed to destroy each other at the exact same time. His ranged attacks. Just gonna shoot the dinosaur. One thing's for sure, being able to actually use my power-ups makes it a lot more fun. Because, you know, I'm not just attacking my enemies with just a sword. To get other ways of fighting. Oh cool, I get to be the dinosaur now, so... Time to just chomp everyone. Really? So finally actually managed to make the make the go for the dino tank strategy work. And it wasn't me. I'm just gonna keep going until I at least unlock this next character. Or until 2 a.m., whichever happens first. Man. Well, I think that's just because I unlocked a new weapon. Yeah, now I can use these bone drumsticks. You know what, yeah, right. You can ride a horse with a mermaid tail. So I guess there's one thing that actual physical Legos can't do that these minifigures can. Yeah, it's all the same options for the name. Clearly you don't get new name options until you unlock an additional character. Please choose Ninja Go this time. Because I want to speed up this process by getting to actually play a game what I'm good at. Yes, good. Good, finally. There's no, like, one select game mode that favors every time, at least. These when a tiebreaker's needed. Right. Time to hop in the mech and just demolish everybody that gets in my way. Oh, okay. Power-ups are both E and R. Because you have two. E selects the one at the top, R selects the one at the bottom. I think I actually did that before. I just didn't realize that was what I was doing. Like, the mech is definitely still ridiculously overpowered. You know, hence why this was how I had even a fighting chance when... And before knowing how to use power-ups. Need a few more studs and I can... And of course I'm just gonna leave the lobby. And try and get sub with people that want to play the Ninja Go mode. This is probably gonna be the next few minutes of the stream. Alright, finally. You've got 5+ people voting for Ninja Go, so... Okay, somebody need to figure out how exactly you gain access to the adjective wrinkly, because that has some potential. Yeah, the most interesting, you know, if I'm gonna try and find some option. Wow, not expect that to take me out. But you know, if I'm gonna find and some option to make my character's name some kind of innuendo, I think wrinkly is a good place to start. There we go. Got the mech back. And got the control point back. I think these people might be slightly better than I think most of the people I've compared with tonight in this particular mode. They seem to be making pretty solid use of their power-ups. Alright, Banshee unlocked. now I should have more name options for Rhythmic Cone. Cone over here. And naturally got the part options for the Banshee. Now let's go for... And now we have access to Shrieking and Banshee. Not really what I'm looking for necessarily. Oh, we also have Ghastly. Yeah, as an option. Oh! I think it's actually keyed to... who the parts are using. Because I lost the access to Cone. Well, now I have Cone again. Maybe I actually didn't lose access to it, because, like... none of these parts indicate being any kind of, like, ice cream cone. Alright, there we go. I think I've found the best, at least one of the best possible options. I need to regain access to Delicious. I guess Wheat could work. Yeah, there we go. Delicious Buckaroo. You know, like, yeah, you could, but you know, it's not as in your face as it could have been. You know, it's not like Wrinkly Serpent or something. But you know, with a name like Delicious Buckaroo, you definitely sound like you're like you stepped right off a Tingler. So. Now let's get like one last brawl in as Delicious Buckaroo. And they'll probably call it a night just like a half hour early, I guess. Yeah, sure, since I'm not actively grinding now, I'll just go with whatever. So here's hoping that, you know, September 2nd, we keep... Oh, if I switch over to Western theme, then I can get so many more cowboy themed options. there's so much potential. And maybe something in the cowboy options that will get me access to Wrinkly. Apparently the punch gun has some kind of seeking quality to it. On the blast, the Dino Taint attack just barely didn't pan out for me. Yep. And I've still got the world. But you know what? Delicious Buckaroo just has two tails. Two tails for your butt pounding pleasure. At least I got 1 point. There's nothing else that would probably be a good idea to get some power-ups. That's one of the Western theme. Just because it'd be on brand for someone named Delicious Buckaroo. Oh, you can learn how to do spinjitzu, which I mean makes sense because you know Ninja Go is a part of the game, so I thought there's a lot of potential with a name like Delicious Grandpa. Like now I need to figure out what theme unlocks the ability to play as like a grandpa. Oh, Alien Conquest has some, like fairly mundane look. No, doesn't look like it. Castle. Castle's not gonna have any grandpas. Hidden Side. I feel like some of these might have some potential. Oh, we can gain a cell phone as a weapon. Jurassic World, this is all going to be characters from the Jurassic World old movie. including John Hammond. He's the one Jurassic World character that has actually like appeared intact. Also, this is where you get like the pig options. Surely it's on Ninjago that has Grandpa in it. I'm so out of touch with what is even happening with Ninjago these days. And it's just like, who even is this? I think if it was Jacob Pevsner. Oh yes, it's good. Good that there's an option to play as one of the single greatest characters in all of Ninjago. Brown Ninja Dareth. Clearly, I need to switch over to this if I don't find whichever one will allow me to unlock Grandpa. Right, no Grandpa's here. Probably not the pirates either. Well, we do have some old men though. No, nobody for space either. I guess it'll be Western. Nope, there's only 3 characters you even unlock from Western. Like, where are people getting this Grandpa? Which, I mean, there's also all of these, like, weapons that are completely not part of any theme. I guess might be part of the full game or something. Just clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, there's all these options are just locked. It gives me no indication as to what section unlocks them. So I think I might call it there for tonight, as I'm little bit tired. Hey, once I fully understood how the game works, it got a bit better. So I'll probably do CK3 either tomorrow night or Monday night, depending on whether or not I end up streaming tomorrow or not. And I'm currently the only person live with Lego Brawls, so let's see. You know, let's end Grace Raid. So thank you to everyone that stopped by tonight. Hey, next stream will probably be CK3 either or tomorrow or Monday.